Yeah. Hi guys, today I have another review for you that's already up in German, and the book I want to review for you today is London Love, Josh and Annie by Larissa Wolff. It's her new book. It's a contemporary book, so this time no fantasy, and it's a really great book. First of all, it has a really pretty cover. You can see sort of a skyline of London on the cover. It's really colorful and you have a really interesting font here, and it has one of the prettiest spines I've ever seen, and you can't do anything wrong with that. The physical paperback version has 368 pages and costs €9.99. You can also get this signed, then you have to contact Larissa at her Facebook page and it's €1 extra, but you also get a bookmark. And if you want to buy this as an ebook, you can do this on Amazon and it's €2.99. For all of you who don't have a Kindle, you can still buy these on Amazon and convert them in the format you need, because it's not protected or anything. So I've read the book quite a while ago because I'm the one who reads the books from Larissa Wolff before they come out and correct them and stuff, and that's why it's almost 2 months that I read the book. And I have to say, I still really like the book, and it was a really beautiful book, and I highly recommend this to you, to anyone. I could go out and buy 500 books of this and give it out to my friends, my colleagues, to anyone on the streets. That's how highly I recommend it. This book is about Josh and Annie who meet at the psychiatrist. Both of them are in therapy because Josh has a social phobia and Annie has to deal with her problems because of cancer. She doesn't have cancer anymore, but she has to deal with getting over the cancer and being able to play cancer roles because she's an actress and she needs to be able to do that, and can't at the moment where the book starts because she mixes reality and fiction with each other because of her own experiences. And Josh and Annie get to know each other at the psychiatrist, and maybe together they can reach more than alone with their psychiatrist, and that's basically what the book is about. So the characters are first Annie, of course. Annie is an actress and really young. She's around 19, 20-ish when the book starts, and she's a really great character. She has no hesitation to say what's on her mind, to be honest to people, and I really like that about her. But also Josh made her a bit, not weaker, but a bit not that direct and a bit nicer and a bit more shy, and the other way around. Annie made Josh really come out of himself, and I really liked that about both. Both characters were really interesting. I liked Annie, she was a great girl and I really wanted to be her friend, and Josh was just so sweet and interesting, and if I would get to know such a guy a bit better, I guess I would fall in love with him as well. And then we have Scotty, who's the best friend of Josh, and they kind of live together, and he's a really interesting guy himself. He has a band and is quite famous in London already, and he's just a really great best friend, and he takes care of Josh and he does his best to make him feel good and to be his friend. Then we have Josh's grandmother, who's actually pretty weird but a great grandmother and a great grandmother, and she really takes care of Josh and tries her best to make him feel not so alone, because Josh, with his social phobia, he can't go out, he can't really talk to people at all, and that's pretty hard for him and for everyone around him. He doesn't have much friends. The most people he know are from the psychiatrist, from therapy, when they're in the waiting room, but he doesn't really talk to them because of his social phobia. And with Annie, there gets some dynamic in that, and they get to know each other better and they get to be friends, and I really liked that they became friends. And I also liked the other persons at the psychiatrist. They were really crazy. but sweet, and I liked how they became friends and got together even more and became such a great team. Although Mindy was really weird and that was the only girl I didn't really like. And the last character we have is Dr. Nolan, who is the psychiatrist. Annie and Josh and the rest of the clique visit, and just because Dr. Nolan isn't really a good psychiatrist, they get to know each other because Josh has been in therapy for some years and obviously it hasn't worked out yet because Dr. Nolan isn't really good at her job. So that's the only character we don't really like this much, although she's sweet, but she just isn't good at her job. I have to say I really enjoyed the book because Larissa Wolff made such good descriptions of where we were, and if you would take this book to London with you when you're on a London trip and would try to follow the route, you would probably find everything because it's described so detailed, and I really enjoyed that. And I probably would visit the places from the book when I go to London and really wanted to see how they look. Furthermore, I really enjoyed how Larissa dealt with the topic of social phobia, with the topic of cancer, and with other topics in this book. She really didn't overwhelm us with too much information. She was just really caring with making us as a reader comfortable with the topic and not totally like, oh my god, this is too much right now. And she again dealt with topics that weren't that well exposed in the book world, because who knows about social phobia? I have to admit I didn't even know this was a thing, although I know Raj from The Big Bang Theory, but I didn't know that this was social phobia, that this was actually like an illness. And I haven't really given much of a thought of cancer patients that have overcome their cancer and how they deal with it afterwards, that the cancer still somehow sticks with them. That was also really interesting. And you also see that Larissa Wolff is really a TV show junkie like me, because she makes a lot of TV show references like the Big Bang Theory reference, and I really enjoyed that. That makes the author even more sympathetic than she already is. So overall, I can highly recommend this book to you, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. And that's my review for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you do, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you soon with another video, guys. Bye!